Hey everyone, welcome back to String Cheese and Applesauce, where today we're doing city update number 7. This is December 2015, and this is kind of the overall look of my city right now. It's still small, but it's definitely growing. It's kind of coming along slower than I wanted, but there's some reasons why. As I'm building my city, I'm learning new techniques and kind of slowing down and making sure I get the buildings right the way that I want them. So there's some things that I actually went back and changed on some of the buildings. So just kind of overall what we have here is the Cigar Shop, which we'll look at in a little bit more closely. It's right there on the end. I have a new building right here. It's the Lego store, and it's basically using the town hall or town square set that just came out in the Lego City. I kind of used that kind of store entry area as inspiration, but modified it quite a bit and made an entire modular building out of it. Of course, I have the two creator modules that I modded to make actual modular style. Those are probably not going to stay in my city for very much longer. They're going to be replaced with something else, because the point of my city is like a fully mock custom city. And those are really mods of a creator building. Granted, the creator building didn't come in modular style. I modded it to make it, but I still don't consider that a truly custom mock. Of course, we have the hardware store, which is still empty on the inside. We have the bakery. We have the tattoo parlor with the artist studio above it, and a brand new bank. So the old bank that was there, I just really didn't like the way it was feeling or flowing with the whole city. So I just said, forget it, and I got rid of it. So this is, we can go ahead and start here. Well, actually what I want to start with is the streets. So in my last update, what I was saying was, it was hard for me to remove the buildings because they were attached with tiles. So what I've done is I've revamped the way the streets work out, and you can kind of see right here kind of what I'm talking about. So the new street module basically has the tiles coming all the way to where this base plate ends, and then the new base plate is the building one. So you can see I can move this building, and see I'm kind of moving it. So when I move it, it's not attached to it. So what this allows me to do is quickly interchange buildings and fit them in wherever I want on the city. So you can see, like these, for example, don't have any tiling yet on the sidewalk area. And these that have this one little gap here, that's where the tiles used to overlap. So I actually haven't gone back in and retiled the ones that were the old style. So these two also have the old style. So I need to go back and retile those. But the street, you know, you can see I could move this whole module out. So what I'm doing is basically kind of keeping it modular in the same way with the buildings, where I'm going to have across the street is going to be a tree, a bench, and a lamp post. And my lamp posts are all going to be the same. It's basically a brick, a round brick, and then the rest of it is all Technic all the way up and around. So it's just Technic pieces, a few studs, because the studs fit right into the Technic pinholes, and then the trans-clear studs with the dish, but the rest of it is all Technic pieces. So I'm a fan of Technic, so I have a lot of Technic, so I might as well use some of the Technic pieces. So you see I got a lamp, a lamp, a lamp, a lamp. So you kind of see how it's following this module, where there's a lamp across the street, and then catty corner across the street, and then over here and over here. And then the trees are going to kind of be all the same. You can see I've got this tree going on right here. Pretty basic, simple little tree, nothing too fancy, but it works. The one across the street needs a little bit more foliage. It's kind of bare, and actually I know the kids have been playing with it, so they're supposed to fold over and look a little bit more defined as far as shape. Like, see how this one kind of has this is rounded kind of shape. So when the kids play with the Lego City, they fold them up and kind of move them out of the way, which I understand, because it's not great for playability, because it's truly in the way. So over here I have one kind of in the works. I need to start adding the foliage to that. And then I have planters across the street. You have some fire hydrants, a little bit of just decor stuff that has come in various city sets, just kind of using it. So I'll use like the city vehicles that come in Lego City sets. I don't mind using those because I don't really want to mock a lot of vehicles. It's really all the buildings that I'm going to mock, and then all of my streetscape and everything else. So you can see this is kind of where I'm at over here to the bank area. And if you can see, I'll slide this street up to it. This new bank, it already has the sidewalk lined up the way all the rest are going to be. So you can see there's that one stud gap there. So I need to retile all of those, but this is the way it's going to look. So it just butts right up next to it and it looks seamless. So when I move it and set it up in different places, it'll work. So here's what's cool about the bank. If you look at my older city videos, I had the white bank. Well, I didn't like the way it looked because it was just too much white. So I redesigned it. I kind of used some, this is kind of an inspiration from other mocks that I've seen online. So there's, the techniques are nothing new in here. But the scale is modular. Some of the ones that I've seen online, they're enormous. This is more of a normal scale. So you can see when I remove, well, it's actually 3 stories. So remove this top portion, and move it to the side. Remove this portion, move it to the side. And then we look in the bank. It's the same interior from my other bank. So I didn't have to redo the interior too much other than just retiling everything. So I've got the same little teller stand right there, and you can see now that it's off. There's some light going in there. It's kind of hard to see, but it's a little teller station in there. But what I didn't have in my other one was a little vault, and I actually need to figure out an easier way to open it because I just popped a little piece off. But I did make the little roof part come off. So you can see there's money in there. There's gold bars. So that's the safe. Where did that? Oh, there it is. So I just need to put a different kind of bracket or something on there to make it easier to open. Even though this is really for show and not really playing too much, so I really don't care if it's not too easy to open. So we have a little desk in there. And the rest is just tile floor. It's really not that big. So here's what's cool about the upper level is this is the second level. There's not much going on in it. It's actually empty. What I did on the back is I used 1x2 clear bricks for the windows. Put some AC units in there. And yeah, that's really it. And then the top portion goes right there. But here's what I like about it is this level, I can more or less just keep making more of these modules. And you've seen other people like Bricks for Chris, he does his modulars where his tall buildings, you can just keep repeating the same level over and over again. That's the way this one's designed. It can just have more and more of these same levels. But if I want to have a smaller building, if I just take this level off, eventually this will have the roof. This is the top portion. So if I want to have a smaller building, I can use that as the top of it. So when it has the roof area up here, that's as tall as it goes. It's just a 2-story building. And all the light bluish gray color works really well. And as I build more and more of the intermediate levels, I can just remove that, start stacking these on however high I end up going with it, and then just place the top portion on it. Now there are some details that would have to change, like up under here there's this kind of cornice detailing. I think on the middle levels it wouldn't have that. It would probably just be a straight across dark bluish gray brick. So there's some things that would change, but overall the design of it would pretty much look the same. And you would just more or less keep stacking those up and up and up. So that's kind of what's going on with that. The Friends Hotel, I'm going to mod this to make it a modular building. Probably going to get rid of the purples and all the Friends colors, as I like to call it. But I don't mind the gold so much. You know, a fancy hotel in any Legoland is going to have a lot of gold on it. But like I said, the Friends colors I'll get rid of and make it a modular building. Nothing new on this building, this building, this building. We saw these. I did videos of these when I modded these. So here's the next new one. It's the Lego store. And like I said, I used the one that came from the town square, or whatever that most recent big Lego City set is called. The one that came with that thing and with that thing. If you know what those things are from, you know what set I'm talking about. So there was a Lego store in there, but all it was 3 walls. It was like a little wing wall front and then a little wing wall. So I modded it to make it a modular building. So let's take the top off. Okay, so you see top floor comes right off, and it is fully modded out as a Lego store. So you have your shelves, you've got those little round displays that they show in the store, you got Lego sets on the wall, you got your checkout area, you have your pick-a-brick wall. It's an enormous pick-a-brick wall for the size of the thing, and then over here just more shelves. And then when you look at the hold on, trying to get the best shots available. Here we go. When you look at the storefront, you can see there's the big red brick, and then a set on display in the window. So that's the Lego store. So that sticker, that little piece there, was actually from that Lego City set. But if you remember, in the Lego City set, it was a 2-story space. But like I said, it was only like, the footprint was only like this. And then on the second floor, there was just 2 minifigures there. So it was kind of weird, because I've never really actually seen that in a Lego store. So we simply put the top portion back on. This is an empty room. So a lot of the buildings that I'm building, the top floors are empty until I figure out what I'm going to do with them. But this detail up here on the top, this was also from that Lego City set. So I took this detail and I modified the front a little bit. It looks kind of similar, but not really. And then obviously everything else on the inside is a complete mock. So last building, this is the Cigar Shop, and it has completely been rebuilt since the last time we did a city update. Here's the thing though, it looks very, very similar. You'll have to open up the old videos and look. I mean, I don't have pictures of it, but I did change quite a bit here on the way this was built, just to make it have a little bit more depth. The problem with the other one was the whole thing was flat, like right up here. See how the masonry bricks and the window frames and the little sill area right here, see how all of that is all in one surface plane? I don't like that. I like to give a little bit of depth. So see how this window is set back a little bit, and that window is set back a little bit. And then, like for example, these buildings, how the windows are set back some. Even the bank, there's a lot of different depths and profile changes that give a little bit of interest to the building. So this building didn't have any of that, so I went back in and changed it up to give it that. So we have the columns here on both ends that now stick out, and you have this little header piece that sticks out as well. So that allows the a little bit of interest and kind of this defined entry area. And then same up here, the windows, they were all flat. So now they're kind of set back a little bit. You actually have a window sill that sticks out and some flowers can sit on it. And then you have a header piece up here that actually sticks out a little bit. So it looks a little bit more realistic with just some of those little details. But here's the cool part. This is the major change that I did, is it is fully detailed inside now. So we just have a little transaction desk, but we have the shelves, and on each one of those shelves is all the boxes of cigars. And then same over here, We have shelves with all the cigars, and they're just various brown and tan colored tiles. But I have these shelving units that are angled, and they're bracketed to the wall. Use a lot of different profile bricks to give it some interest in there. Then we got a little cabinet over there with some drawers, which is a trick used by a lot of Lego sets. It's just jumper plates with brown studs on it. So that's cool. The inside of the cigar shop is done. I'm real proud of that. And now that the cover's off, there's some light in there. I'll open this up, kind of see it. And it's really hard to show it on video. I mean, you really have to see it in person. It's really, really cool. You know, I'm hoping this comes across pretty good on the video, but no refunds. I can't guarantee anything. You know, the best way to see this is to come to either Brickfest Houston. That's the one coming up in January. I'll be there showing off all these mocks. And in about 6 months, you can check it out at Brickfest Philly, or Philly Brickfest. Bring all these too. So try to attend those shows. If you're in the Houston area or somewhere around there, come by, say hi. You know, say you saw my video, and I'll give you a personal tour of the whole city. Hopefully I'll have this done. I plan on having at least 2 more buildings done by January. Of course, all the streets don't take long. It's just a matter of putting tiles on. It's kind of boring, but I plan on filling up a good 7 or 8 foot table with my city. So come see it. So come see it at those shows. And like I said, check this out in person. It looks really, really cool. I just feel I can't show it or do justice to it on this video. So that's it for this update. As you can see, it's kind of a long video. I appreciate you guys watching it. If you stuck around this whole time, put a comment down. Let me know. Tell me your thoughts on the city. Is there anything you really love about it? Is there anything you don't like about it? I'd love to hear your thoughts. So thanks again for watching, and we will see you next time.